What will I ever do? Anyway, welcome to the Rasco and Disco Beer Show. It is I, Rasco, one of your hosts of tonight, and we are live. What else was I going to say? We are doing a special night we're playing a second round of Just a Minute, the famous BBC game show, myself and Disco. I hope he's got all the subject matters laid out, because I forget what they are. We chose them this afternoon. We played this 13, 14 weeks ago, and I beat Disco. That's the main thing. Disco now needs to beat me. There was a bet on, then there's no bet now. Just pride and honour. Yeah, how are you? You know what, I've been gasping for a beer for a while. I mean, a good hour up to the show, I've been gasping. So I think I'm going to get started. Well, I haven't had my pre-show cup of tea yet, but yeah, I'm just waiting for Disco, as I usually do at this point in the show. But this is my pre-show cup of tea. I'm actually late with our setup. I'm trying to get my laptop set up to keep track of the points that I'm going to win. And yeah, how are you? You're not here yet. None of you are here yet, unless you're not watching this in real time, in which, if you are, great. What you're drinking, what you're doing, I'm going to crack open with, well, actually I'm not going to crack open with that. I'm going to go with Ann Spatch and Hobbs Day's gluten-free pills. Yes, what is gluten-free pills? And what is that all about? Hello, person who's just joined. I'll wave to you, or wave to everyone. I'm a very sociable chap. I'm just waiting for Disco, as I usually do. He's just late again. Yeah, I'm going to crack this open and let you know. If you're not familiar with rules of Just a Minute, hello, Phil. Glad you could join me. I'm just waiting on Disco. Yeah, I'm just... we do play the game. Oh, Just a Minute. I made it. Phil made it. Yes, and Disco's here too. I'll wave to Disco as well. Anyway, I can't seem to invite Disco. Something's gone wrong. Technical requirements needed. Oh dear. Oh boy. I can't seem to do much. Come on. Oh, Disco, you invite yourself, while I crack open this beer, this gluten-free beer. By Ann Spatch and Hob Day. Oh, I've got an invite. Oh, someone wants to join. I wonder who that could be. Yes. Really? Phil made it on time. Oh, he was knocking on the door to come in fact. But hey, that's another subject. This gluten-free pills, 5.2%.
Yes, Rasco. Good evening, good evening, good evening.
Good evening, sir. Yourself? How
Looks like we made it.
we have. Are you ready for another ass kicking?
Yeah, word-based ass kicking.
Yes, word-based ass kicking. I'm just pouring myself my gluten-free pills from Ann Spatch and Hob Day.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, a bit of a curious one. I'm going to have to say, let's see what it's all about. Rather refreshing aroma. Yeah, all right. Very clear, very clear. Froth is going down pretty quickly.
You once again pixelated to fuck, sir. But
that's not my fault. I don't know why that is. I don't know why that is, because you look fine to me. That's bizarre.
Yeah.
It's not my camera. I don't have the autofocus on. Can you see me now?
I don't think it's my end. What I've done, Rasco. I've set the laptop up here, and so that I can see the comments rolling through. But I don't think that's affecting it. It shouldn't do.
That's affecting it. That's affecting it.
I don't think so, but let's turn it off and see.
Yes,
if you come back on now...
No, it affects it. It affects it. Mate, it affects it.
Phil Smith, I see Phil Smith made it. I saw the he said that Yeah, the beer is clear, but Rasco isn't. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there, Rasco. I've turned Instagram off, so it's definitely
Great.
not my end.
Because you usually get a lot of feedback and buzzing when you do that. When you're in, yeah, I've done it before when watching things on Instagram. Yes, the beer is, the Brasco isn't. I don't know what it is. It only happens when you join up. So I'm going to blame you.
Okay, I'll take that.
I'm still going to blame you.
But anyway, what? So yeah, you just said what you're drinking. You're drinking and Spectrum.
Yes, mate, I am.
Well, cheers to you, sir. Cheers to you.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. Right. I'm trying to set up the score sheet. What?
It's not going. It's not going well, Rasco. We're not getting you loud and clear, sir.
What's going on then? What can you see? What can you do?
I do not. I do not know.
What can you see?
Kind of pixelated and a little bit jumpy, and then you get the circle in the middle of the screen saying, "Hold on a minute." So hello to everybody. Thanks for popping in. Sorted. I don't quite know what we're going to do, Rasco, but normally it just clears itself up a little bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, mate. Have you turned Instagram off on your laptop?
Yeah. Oh, here we go. There you go. That's better.
Right. No problem. Okay. Let me just bring up the rules for just a minute then.
Oh, we're diving straight in, are we?
No, not yet. Tell me what you've been up to. What you've been reviewing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have. The one I've got today, just going into this, is this one. Bright silver can. Hell of a name on it. It's called Let's Eat Pies and Talk About Men's Mental Health.
Oh, yeah.
It's from McColl's Brewery up in County Durham. It's a collab with a organisation up there called Men's Pie Club, as it suggests make pies and deal with men's mental health. It's been Mental Health Awareness Week this week, so that's why I got it in along with a bunch of other McColl's beers. It's a bitter. It's a 3.6% bitter with black and white pepper, which is kind of strange. It looks pretty good. It looks like it looks more like a pale ale actually, rather than like a best bitter. But it's quite nice. There's lots of different flavours going. The pepper's not that heavy on it, to be fair, but it's got that little kind of sprinkling of kind of pepper on the back end. It's not quite as good as saffron and black pepper one I had the other day from Brass Castle, but it's a decent bitter, to be fair.
Yeah, that's good.
Harry from Blue Nose, thank you for popping in. Good to see you. Cheers. What are you drinking?
Hello. Indeed. Well, that's good. You've had a few over the week as well, I've noticed.
Yeah, I've been trying to. Well, basically, I've been trying to clear the stash. To be honest, I've got far too much beer in my beer stash, and I keep getting stuff in, and it's sort of like related to not mental health. I don't want to say that; it sounds a bit flippant, but I sort of worry about getting reviews out, and I like to drink the beer that's got some kind of relevance. Like I like a bit of humour. I like trying to get a pun in and stuff like that. So I sit there and think about it and end up not doing it because I'm not sure what angle I've got on the beers. Whereas you just drink a beer and crack on, don't you? So it's like I probably think too much about the beer.
You do. I do say what's there and not ponder too much. If there is one, I did promise a post. I haven't done it. I've just had a busy week. Very busy week. I've been all over the place. I'm working some very long hours again. which is good. So the post I'm referring to is the one on Supermarket Beer, and we'll just close out my thoughts and feelings there. But I'm not going to say too much because people read Instagram posts. They don't just like pictures all the time. People don't do that. They actually read it. They actually do. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm going to put that. What have I spotted? This week in beer is Native. He started following us, and I didn't realise we were already following him. So I looked into him. He seems pretty cool, actually. So check him out. He's done quite a few YouTube reviews.
Yep.
Yeah.
You froze up again, mate. You'll have to say.
Did you hear me, though? Hello.
No, you froze up again, mate.
Did you hear me? Not at all? What was the last thing you heard?
You're talking about somebody creative, but I didn't really hear the rest of it. And I'm assuming nobody else did.
Native. Please check him out. He's pretty cool. He's following us, so he's now following us. He's got quite a few good YouTube beer reviews. He's been around for about 9 months on the social media beer scene, so check him out. And and
I followed him early on in the week. I stumbled across his channel on YouTube, and I was watching a few videos that he did. He's based up in Nottinghamshire in Newark, and he had a discount code for a bottle shop up in. So he's in Grantham. The bottle shop was up in Newark, and I had a look around. There's a couple of things that I liked on their web shop. So I utilised his code, Beer Native, at Beerheads, spelled with a Z, and I got a little order in from them this week.
Oh, good. Hello, Lucy.
Lucy, hi. Monochrome Craft also noticed popping in there. Good to see you. We're having some technical issues, ladies and gentlemen. Rasco's stream is literally all over the place. I don't know whether it's just for me or it's for everybody. Is everybody else seeing a pixelated Rasco at this current time? Because I am.
Mate, you don't need to see me to do this. You just need to hear me. So just push on.
Well, that's part of the problem, Rasco. It keeps kind of like cutting in and out, and I can't really hear half of what you're saying.
Oh dear. Okay, keep going for now. Keep going for now. Keep going with the intro. All right.
All right. Yeah. So I got this order in, and the reason I got it is because I found I thought I'd missed these. They've rebrewed this. It was one of my beers last year from over in Northern Ireland, Beer Hut, Disco Juice. And this was out of the 20 beers with disco in the name that I got last year, this was my disco beer of the year. So I got a couple of extra of those in and a few others. So I'm going to try that one a bit later, see how good it is this year. Right, yeah, Phil Smith says Rasco's stream is terrible. We're hoping it's going to settle down because we have to see how it goes, because it's I don't know how we're going to play the game later when I can't really hear what you're saying and it keeps cutting out. So
right, I'm playing around with things right now to kick it into shape. If that doesn't work, I have another idea. But just keep. Rasco is using a calculator. No, not quite, mate. But anyway.
He's using a calculator. I think so, yeah, Beerheads bars. I'm not sure any bars, but I saw them online and got a little discount code, so I thought I'd bung a little bit of order in, and they arrived pretty swiftly. It was very good.
You can do this now.
Thanks to the four of you that are persevering with us. I do apologise for these technical difficulties. I don't know what else we can do, to be fair. I don't know. Probably we don't want to start again. If we can, it might just all suddenly flip into shape.
Yeah, same thing happened last week. It persevered for now. Can drop out and then join again? No, he can't because he's hosting it.
Phil Smith says, "Oh no, that won't work, Phil." No, Phil says, "Can Rasco drop out and join again?" No, he can't because he's hosting it. So if he goes, it's not like on YouTube that we can chop in and out. Rasco as the host will hold it. If he drops out, he'll lose the whole stream.
Fuck it. I've had enough of Instagram. Let's do this on YouTube. I've had enough of Instagram.
Well, if you're gonna drop it out, you might drop out and come back in again, because then we might have a chance. We might just like turn it off and turn it back on again. The old IT solution.
No, I'm not feeling that gracious with Instagram. I'm that pissed off with it. Oh, we have to abandon this and see you in 5 minutes, everyone. Hopefully. Really. Let's see.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to tonight's episode, part 2. We had a few technical issues just now, so we're back. My stream seems to be okay, and hopefully very shortly we'll have Rasco back in on his Instagram. Lucy, hi. Phil Smith, hi. Thanks for popping back in. We've tried to get around the technical issues by me hosting it on the Rasco and Disco stream, and hopefully Rasco will be in shortly. There he is. Brandon, good to see you pop in as well. Thank you. So let's see what Rasco looks like this time. The stream earlier was very pixelated and all over the place, so hopefully, waiting for Rasco. Waiting for Rasco. There he is.
Much better.
Well, so far so good. Yeah, not too bad. It's still a little bit all over the place, but as long as we can hear you, I guess. And yeah, thanks everybody for coming back from a previous stream for take 2. Hello, Brandon. Thanks a lot. Phil, thanks, Lucy. So, you're still all over the shop there, Rasco.
Really? If it gets that bad, I'm pulling the plug, and that's it. I will pull the plug on Instagram completely. I've had enough of it.
Well, do you know what? Your voice, the sound is okay. He says that a sound is okay, and a little circle comes up. I don't know if it's Instagram. It can't be Instagram because my screen's like fine, so I don't know what the issue is, mate.
It's Instagram. I'm blaming Instagram and you.
Of course, yes, definitely. Always blame the other thing.
Yes, that's correct. Anyway, right. So I don't know where we were. I'm a bit pissed off now. Right, yeah. Paul's beer reviews. I noticed he did an FA Cup final. I actually tuned in for a little bit. Only a little bit. It went on for 4 hours. It was pretty cool, actually.
I was chatting to him on there. He was very kind. They obviously John was on there, referencing last week's show. Said he enjoyed himself even though he was pretty ill, and Paul said he enjoyed himself even though he was pretty pissed coming back from the pub joining. I haven't quite watched all of it back yet, but everybody had a good time last week. So no guests this week. We've got 3 weeks on the trot with guests who are new to Instagram. So no guests this week.
Yeah.
What?
But yeah. So this week we're going to do a game show. I said this in take 1. We played this game a few weeks ago, about 13, 14 weeks ago, believe it or not. It was episode 27. And it's called Just a Minute, for those of you not familiar with it. It's a great game. You can listen to it on the BBC Sounds. Plug, plug, plug. And essentially what you do in this game is you have to talk for 1 minute. You cannot repeat a word. You cannot hesitate or deviate from the subject matter. And naturally, it's all going to be beer and pub orientated. Yeah.
Indeed. It's going to involve a lot of talking, and we just hope the tech holds up on it, eh?
Yes. So, Rasco, you focused in perfect. Great. I knew it would. I knew it would focus in after like 10, 15 minutes of pain. I'm not sure what. There has been an update, an upgrade on Instagram recently. It gives you more features. You've got one of those, because you're the host, you've got one of those pause features. You can disappear. You can put up a blank screen, and that way no one will hear you go to the toilet. Not that it ever happens here on the Rasco and Disco show. But yeah, and you can just mess around with the lighting effects. In fact, would you like to see my TV? There's my TV with Match of the Day on. There you go. There you go. I think I saw Rasco the other day crossing the road down near Croydon, Monster Church. I'm not stalking, I promise. I was driving. Yes, it probably was me. Rasco, you definitely connected to Wi-Fi and not 4G. Yes, well, that's a good point. Am I connected to my Wi-Fi? It looks like
is also connected. I don't know. Maybe the Wi-Fi needs replacing. I don't know.
probably was.
And there goes the sound on my speakers. Which is great. It's turning out brilliantly so far.
I'm sorry, everybody. Thank you for persevering with us. We just have to get on with it, I guess, Rasco. I don't know how it's going to work. What?
Yes, let's just persevere and off we go. So, what are the subject matters? Read them out, please.
Okay, so yeah, we came up with 10 random subject matters earlier. You did 5, I did 5. And we're going to pick them out semi-randomly and give it a minute. So this is what we've got. Number 1 is camera.
Yes.
As the great organisation that is camera. Number 2 is APA. Now, I don't know what you mean by APA, but I assume that means American Pale Ale.
Correct.
Ah, there you go. But it can mean anything, really. Number 3 is Belgian beer. Number 4,
hello,
subject.
Wildcard Brewery.
Wildcard. Good to see you. Hello. Number 4 is adjuncts. Number 5, the topic is social media beer. Number 6 is supermarket beers. Number 7 is Leeds, the brewery town, as in Leeds in Yorkshire. Number 8 is can art. Number 9 is porter. And number 10 is unusual one, not unusual, a bit of a strange one, but Gate Brewery. Are you happy with those? Are you happy with those, Rasco?
Yes, let's do it because time's wasting. I've got to get up early tomorrow. Hello, Wildcard Brewery here in London. Got my tickets for Saturday afternoon. Be great to meet you. Yes, I think. I haven't brought my ticket to Brew London yet, but I will be, because, yeah, I will be. This beer, by the way, is gluten-free beer, is great. I don't notice anything particularly special about it. It's just great. It's very drinkable. I want some sunshine for this, not pissing down with rain. All right, hit it up. You got the wheel?
I've got the wheel. All high-tech here at Rasco and Disco. I've got the numbers on the wheel. You're not going to be able to see it too well. Let's do it there. Can you see that? No, lighting's not good. There you go.
I trust you. Do it.
Okay. Have you got the time up?
I have got the timer.
Well, there we go then. Who's going first?
You can. You can go first. So go, hit it wherever you want.
Okay. Series number 3. Number 3 is Belgian beer.
Ooh. I'm glad you got that one.
Okay.
Right. Yes. So, just to recap the rules, there can be no hesitation, no deviation, no arming like that. Yep, there you go. If you've got to do this, for a minute. If you don't, the clock stops and it goes to the other player, and they get to finish off the rest of the time and maybe get the point. So,
okay.
All right. Are you ready? Let's go.
Just say hello to Sofa King there. Hello, Sofa King. Thanks for popping in.
Hello, Sofa.
Sofa King.
So, all right. 3. Are you ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Belgian beer comes from the great country of Belgium, next to France and Holland, just south of...
Repetition.
Of what?
Belgium twice.
Of what, sorry?
You said Belgium twice. You said Belgian beer comes from the great country of Belgium.
No, see, now I'm going to have to take you up on that very small point there. The topic, which you can repeat, is Belgian beer. I talked about the country of Belgium, from where you get Belgian beer. I mean, there are some people that call it Belgian beer, but as far as I know, it's Belgian beer from Belgium.
Well, I don't know what I did was before the show listening up on previous just a minute, and I don't know where we stand on the rules. So, yeah, it feels the same repetition of.
No, I didn't repeat. Because the subject title you can repeat if you want. So Belgian beer, I can say as much as I like, and the subject title is Belgian beer from Belgium.
Fine. We shall. Disco is right. Phil was declared. Oh, great. All right, let's just do it. Carry on. All right, 3, 2, 1. Right,
get
ready?
Much further. Yes.
All right.
As I was
3, 2, go.
As I was saying, just to the south of the great country of United Kingdom, over the English Channel. There's many different types of beer that come from Belgium. There are doubles and triples.
Ooh, repetition.
What?
You had a repetition there.
A repetition of what?
No, not a repetition. No, don't. Not a repetition. Sorry. You had you paused. You paused.
Ah, yeah, I'll let you have hesitation. That's fair enough.
Yes, hesitation. Sorry. See, I'm so keen.
Sofa King, it's not quite Taskmaster. That would be an entirely different show. It's the show Just a Minute off the radio, but...
Yes. I don't even know what Taskmaster is.
That would be a funny thing if we could get a Taskmaster episode out, but I don't know how that would work in a little square box.
I don't know. I don't even know what it is.
You've not seen Taskmaster?
Nah.
Man, check it out. It's the funniest thing on TV. One of the few things I watch on TV. There's only been about 8 series. It's on Dave. What a great name for a channel, by the way.
Wonder why. Anyway,
yeah. So this is kind of deviation, but yeah. So how many seconds have you got left for Belgian beer?
26 seconds there.
Can't hear you.
Maybe that'll help. No. 26 seconds. 26 seconds.
All right, then, Rasco. 26 seconds on Belgian beer. When you're ready, sir.
Yes. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Belgian beer from the nation that below from the lowland. Fine history of a drink, and it is produced many, which has inspired the world of craft beer. We drink it, I drink it. My favourite is Delirium Brown. I also like Tapestry number 8. A Tapas beer is all over the great nation where they are produced by monks. They spend their time producing beer to go back to the monastery which they serve. Yes!
I'm sure there was a repetition in there, but because of the shoddy nature of your stream, I wasn't sure whether it was just haltering or not. But I'll let you have that one. Hi, Thomas from Window Beer Reviews. Good to see you. Thank you for popping in, sir.
Hello, hello, Thomas.
Yeah. Okay. All right. You can have that one. That's a point to you, I believe. You
Yes.
won't be surprised to hear, Rasco, that Lucy is very, very upset. And they're angry that you've not watched Taskmaster, because and I agree with her, one of the best episodes of Taskmaster was featuring the great Bob Mortimer.
Oh, really?
Fantastic. Where he pulled that wall over was amazing.
Beer said twice. Okay. Well,
yes,
Phil,
I think Rasco did say beer twice. I think he also said drink twice, but I couldn't tell because of the way the stream is bouncing up and down. I will let him have that one, but please, top job jumping in with the buzzer and the repetition. Please carry on with that. You get me as well. Rasco said beer 3 times, I think. I'll let him off there. It's the first one, so we'll see how it goes.
The rules say certain words like that you can repeat again.
No, the rules say you can repeat and I can't remember the name of the words, but small words like a, the, at, in, of, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Your descriptors like beer and drink, you can't say more than once.
Okay, fine. Right.
But hey, you're 1-0 up, so, anything could happen from here on in.
Indeed. Well, All right. Right. You want to go first again? I'll let you go first again because of that, because my round is in dispute.
Okay, why don't you won that round? All right then. I'll. No. We do it separate. We do it. I go first, then you go first next time. Even if you win, it's fine.
Okay. Fine.
Right. Let's see what.
Hit the wheel.
Hit the wheel. I got the wheel.
Yeah.
Right. Here on Masco and Disco. That show is number 9, which on the random list of things is the subject of porter.
Shit. Forgot to do my homework on porter.
Well,
to do my homework on porter.
I've tried not to do any homework. I'm just going into it blind. So, yeah. 1 minute on porter, sir.
Okay, right. 3, 2, 1, go. Porter, a historic drink for the City of London, which was produced all over during colonial times. It is a drink more commonly consumed more than water itself. Porter is very famous, particularly for the brewery of Fuller's. I was drinking some London porter Thursday night while I was consumed and overwhelmed. I sent a message to my friend Disco on how good it is, but he did not like it, even though it is this great historic drink of porter. I loved it. The taste and the smoothness of it. It was succulent and rich and full of malt. It is related to stout, but they are not the same. They are different. Although they look the same in appearance, they have... I don't know.
You've kind of buzzed yourself on that one. How far did you get? I'll let you go. I think there was repetition of London in there anyway, but I didn't pick up on it too quickly, so I'll let it go.
54 seconds.
That's pretty good, sir. That's pretty good, to be honest with you.
No rules says you can't. But let's go to hospital porter.
Yeah.
Same twice. Yes, I got that one as well. I wasn't going to put my hands up for it,
So basically,
you don't see...
Is what you're saying.
6 seconds to talk about. Yes.
Okay.
Right. Watching closely. Right. 3, 2, 1, go.
The roasty toastiness of the malts in Porter is what makes it such a great drink and very popular.
You won.
Phil does make a good point.
Should play
It doesn't
beer.
have to be actually correct as such. It's just sort of vaguely correct. We're fine. You guys should play beer battleships one day. Yes, we should. We should. Again, we've got to work out how we can get these games in this little kind of box that we've got here on Instagram. We should also do beer pong, but I don't know how that would work either.
I've got a suggestion.
Yeah.
Fuck Instagram off.
Well, we've got such great people here looking in, so that's why we've stuck with it for 42 shows. We will work out eventually how, especially with things changing a little bit at the moment, because there's like a lot of people who were doing regular live streams on YouTube, like Real Ale Craft Beer and a few others have said they're not necessarily doing every week live stream. So the dynamic's going to change. Maybe we can fill a little slot on YouTube. I don't know. We have to see how we do it, but I quite like this like late night kind of thing we have on Instagram. Technical things notwithstanding. What you got there? You
I like it as well. Yes, Rasco's right. Instagram is bollocks. Yes, but I think we just move to YouTube. In fact, let's do a poll on it. Everyone watching, who would watch us on YouTube? And we'll do a Twitter poll as well. There we go. I've got the Vintage Festive Collab 2001 between Anspatch and Hobsday, Orbital and Brew Republic. Sorry, I just burped. It's very wheaty in smell. Instagram does suck ass. Fuck it off. Well, I think that's a vote of yes, which Lucy would watch us on YouTube.
Well,
so yeah,
the channel is there, so it is there to be used. So we'll discuss that one in production meeting during the week.
We could have a live production meeting. Phil's voting yes. YouTube yes, lads. Fine. There you go. There's 2 votes. Not as a flavoured language as Lucy, but yes, there you go. 2 votes to say yes. Yeah. So this is very wheaty. The head's gone. It looks like cider. It's not cider. It's nice, considering my dislike of wheat beers. I hope it stays nice. It's going to be a long journey, that beer. So, yeah, next round, let's crack on.
Right, next round, spin the wheel again. Oh, it worked last time. We didn't have to spin again. That was number 3. We've already had that. That's number 4. Which gives me a minute to talk about adjuncts.
Oh, shit. Okay, good. Okay. Flavoured language, yes. Literally it is. Anyway, right, 3, 2, 1, go.
So adjuncts in the beer world basically means additives, things that you put into the beer for additional flavour, over and above the hops and the malt and the barley and the water and the yeast. That's your 4 basics of beer. Over and above that, adjuncts, you see so many. There's anything you can think of can be used as an adjunct. The most common ones are things like coffee and chocolate in your stouts, but even things that I've got, like in this one here, where I've got pepper. I was doing a write-up the other day about my local Perivale brewery, who had all sorts of adjuncts in their beers that they'd grown on the farm. Things like beetroot, things like hay and mugwort, and all kinds of random stuff that you wouldn't necessarily think goes into a beer. But they could all be used to...
Dad, you've said what? Beer. You've said beer.
I did say beer, you are right. I did. Yes, no, I will accept that one.
Yes. Okay. You at 51 seconds, mate.
Got it, son.
51 seconds. All right. 3, 2, 1. Adjuncts are what makes beer its flavour. It gives it what it needs to have in order to come up with chocolatey. You think there's a chocolate in there. Ooh! Done it.
All right.
I'm glad you did.
One.
You did very well there, because all I had to say was that adjuncts provide flavour which you think chocolate bar would be thrown in there, but there's no chocolate bar thrown in there. It's an adjunct, but yeah. Very good. Well played, sir.
Talking of adjuncts, and like I was saying, this has basically got white and black pepper in it, and it's very light, but it's kind of, it lends something to it. It's not amazingly standout, but it's quite a nice beer. It's quite a nice light bitter. But yeah, salt and pepper is a strange adjunct. But stuff coming out of that region is experimental and very ingenious stuff to put in the beer. So I'm all for it. What do you think about random adjuncts, Rasco?
I look, if it makes the beer taste good and it it's not a pollutant to your body or much to the environment or whatever, well, why not? I mean, do it. You can't expect people to throw a bunch of peanut butter or ice cream into the brew. You've got to get around things. Speaking of which, there was a great interview with Omnipollo, and they were talking about their flavours, and that was very informative. The second interview I've ever watched with Omnipollo, done by a channel I've mentioned too much on this show. I vote that Phil gives you an unknown category at the end of your 10. We'll see how we go.
Yeah, no, well, for that, especially as last time we did it, we had to do that because we had a draw last time, and obviously we've done it with 10 because I got 10 on the wall. So Phil, stand by with a category. We might need you anyway. We might do it anyway, to be fair.
Yeah, might do it. Go for it. Hit us up.
Yeah, I didn't see the Omnipollo interview. I saw bits of it, but there was so much going on yesterday. There were so many people doing lives yesterday. It was unbelievable. I looked at YouTube and it was full of people. Obviously, I did end up on a live stream yesterday. Craig from Kent Beer Reviews was very kind to send us a stream, and I spent an hour or so chatting with them. I had to leave a little bit early, but I think they went quite late into the morning because they were chatting to some guys from Canada and America when I left.
You were speaking to Rod J.
Yeah, I left shortly after that. Rod J Beer Adventures knows some good stuff about American beer and craft beer. So yeah, that was really enjoyable on the live stream last night. So thanks to Craig for that.
Yeah, but yeah. Well, say pubs opening up on Monday. It's good. Hopefully they'll stay open. And it's quite. You can tell if you walk around the streets and everything. Pubs are getting ready. They're cleaning their windows and they're taking the Christmas decorations out. There we go. So hopefully that's all safe and that just continues. Disco, hit us up with the subject. Oh, pour your beer, Bennett. Or is that Mad Squirrel?
No, this is
Mad Squirrel you got there.
No, this is the disco. This is the Beer Hut Disco Juice.
Oh,
which I've completely knobhead poured, but there you go. Got a brightness on that. Now, when I had this last year with the Disco collection, it's basically it's a session IPA, but it's basically a can of lilt with some alcohol in it. And that's said it was my favourite. It was my winner of the Disco beer year. The 20 beers of disco in the name. So, right, you want another category, sir?
Yeah, mate. Hit us up. Phil says talk about homebrewing for a minute. We did homebrewing last time, mate.
We did do homebrewing last time. I've done that upside down. It's number 2.
Number 2, which is?
Number 2 is your category, I think, APA. So,
Who started?
American
Me.
Pale Ale.
Shit. Okay. Okay. Right. Okay. 3, 2, 1. APA, American Pale Ale. The beer that is made in America is direct descendant from IPA, Indian Pale Ale. It is a beer in its own right. The difference is IPA is dry hop,
Yeah,
and
to do that. I don't really want to, but I've got. There was definitely an in there.
oh, talk about nod head pause for 1 minute. Okay. All right, fine.
Knob head pause. That would be difficult to stretch a knob head pour out for 1 minute. It's basically a visual thing, but yeah, we could maybe use that one. We could see. There's a great shout though. Right, so how long have I got left?
You got, well, I did 20 seconds.
Righto, American Pale Ale.
Yes. This is going to be a tough one.
Yeah, I
I
think
did
so.
say IPA twice. Yeah. Yeah, okay,
Did you?
Phil.
Oh, I don't know. I think, well, yeah, I'll let you off on that one. Go on then.
Well, you didn't let me off because it's your go now. So, all right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
I'm going to have to talk about specific American Pale Ales because I don't know that much on the subject. What I do know is these ones that I've had already. I think they're behind me. If you can see, I'm not going to turn around because that might be hesitation, but the two I've had are from Turning Point, the Disco King. Obviously, I'm going to talk about another beer with that name in it, but that's an American Pale Ale. And the one we had last week.
Oh, come on.
What?
Bit of deviation. Of course, I'm going to talk about that.
No, that's relevant to what it is. I was talking about the subject that it is.
Fine. We'll continue. Right. We'll continue. Right. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
The other one is just behind my head here in this little yellow can. It's called Band One and from Lord's Brewing, I guess, on last week's show. Had a good conversation about American Pale Ale, which led me to believe that actually I do quite like American Pale Ales. A little bit of hoppiness on the background.
Well done.
Yeah, Phil, thank you very much. How was that? Phil agrees with me. Thank you very much. Lucy has demanded that we talk about knobhead, so we'll do that later. Cheers.
Fine. So it's 2 all, isn't it?
I was just going to say, I hope you're keeping. I hope you're keeping score. That's as nice as it was last year. That is really, really good. Proper juiciness, pineapple. Yeah, tropical fruits. That's, again, I always find certain IPAs a bit difficult, but that is really smooth as well. Really nice.
Yeah. This is going down all right. Some of that weakness is getting in, and yeah. But yeah, there you go. No, I think it's 2 all. Phil, do you know what the score is? We're relying on you, mate. You're getting you well into this. Well, Lucy, do you know? I think it's 2 all. Let's go with 2 all.
I believe it's 2 all.
Yeah, I can't because my laptop just shut down and it wouldn't give me. I was gonna. Yeah.
Well, the good news is your screen is much less pixelated now, and we can see much better now, which is may or may not be a good thing. But there you are. It's looking much better, sir.
Yes. All right. Well, keep an eye on that, and see what's going on. Yes. Right. Yeah. Okay. I've got my jab booked on for Friday, so I'm going to have some 50% immunity. So yeah, I might be worse for wear next week when we do the show.
All right.
Yeah.
You got your date? Sorry, you got your vaccine on Friday?
Yes, I'm going to go get it on Friday.
I mean, yeah, fair enough.
Yes.
Good stuff.
Yes. So people, don't be afraid. Do it.
Well, I still can't work out when I had mine because I put mine on a Sunday so that it wouldn't interfere with the Saturday show. But because I had a few beers on the Saturday night, including that blinking 7.5% Dragon Soup, I've literally no idea whether I felt shit for 4 days because of the Dragon Soup or because of the vaccine. So my advice to you is don't drink Dragon Soup on Thursday night.
Yeah. I actually saw Dragon Soup in my Freshfield and I turned it down.
No, really? No.
Yeah, man. I will.
If Dragon Soup's there, you've got to try it. You've got to buy it. That's the law.
Yeah. No thanks. All right. It's your go now. You're starting.
Yeah, I think so.
Hit us up.
I've still done it upside down. Number 3 again. We've done that one. I don't know why number 3 keeps coming up so much.
Yep.
That's number 5, which is social media beer, which is quite frankly a git of a subject because I don't know what it means. Well, I do, but social media beer. 1 minute, Disco.
Okay. Right. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I meant to get the stopwatch out. Okay.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
To be a beer enthusiast these days, one has to be on social media, or so it seems. So everybody tells us. And here we are on social media, doing our social mediaizing, doing social media things, posting pictures, drinking beers, going on videos, going on other people's social media. We enjoy it and we keep on doing it because everybody comes and says hello to us, waves at us, and clicks on the like button and the subscribe button so that we know that you're there and happy on our social medias looking at our imbibing of alcoholic beverages, such as this one that I've got in my glass, and I'm putting it on social media so that you may enjoy a libation. Oh! I didn't want to say beer again. Oh, okay, that was a little bit of a hesitation.
Social media 85 times. Yeah, no. I know, but I wasn't.
Yeah, but no, Phil, the rules are you're allowed to say the subject matter, but you're not allowed to say it like massively. Like, you can't just do social media, but you can say it like in context. It's all right. We allow that one.
Okay.
So yeah, I did
right.
What? 40 seconds.
54 seconds.
Well, that's getting you back for the first one. So 6 whole seconds on seeing how many times you can say social media in 6 seconds.
Okay, yeah, great. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Social media gives everyone a chance to speak, and on this, we speak about beer. Boom!
You said the word speak twice.
No way.
You said the word speak twice. You said gets to speak about beer, and on this one we speak about.
Fine. You get that one. I'll give you that because it's just all you have to do is just breathe. So you get that one. Fuck. Oh, mate, I've just blown it. I feel like Plymouth Argyle on a Saturday night now. Well, Saturday afternoon. Disco, you can say the subject matter.
Yeah.
But you were taking the piss. Yes.
It was stretching a little bit, saying every other sentence, but it kind of was in a different context, so I allowed myself to get away with it. I know it's my game, my rules, but Lucy says that her and Phil are harsh judges. But yeah, we don't mind some harsh judgment on this channel. Yeah, see, Phil said
Fine. All right, do you want to go for 1 second?
Yes, please.
Right. 3, 2, 1, go. Hesitation.
I'm fucking thing you did. I didn't even hear you say it because your bloody thing froze.
Hesitation.
It's not hesitation. I didn't even started.
Fine. Look, have the round. You got it. You got it.
Using social media. All right, fair enough. Lucy's keeping score. Thank you, Lucy. He says Disco 3, Rasco 2. You will be judged, says Phil, in big capital letters.
Yes.
I know, this is social media. That shit happens on social media.
Pretty much, yeah. All right, that was the bogey subject. I'm surprised you found it a bit hard because, mate, I lined up a whole thing to say, but not say speak twice in 6 seconds.
So basically, what we've seen here is I came up with 5 random subjects, and you came up with 5 subjects you thought about to try and fuck me up.
In the space of 10 seconds, no, I came up with at least 2 to fuck you up.
Well, all's fair enough and more because, like you say, we're randomising it, so you don't know that you might fuck yourself up. So, anyway,
yeah.
Should we do one more?
Yeah. Come on, Rasco, you up your game. All right, and all of a sudden, Rasco is in HD.
Number 7.
Which is?
Leeds, the brewery town.
Woohoo!
Is it me starting or you starting?
Who's starting?
It's you starting.
Yes, it is. Oh, Christ. All of a sudden, you know what? It might be my camera settings. Phil has got me thinking, you know? Phil has got me thinking. All right. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Leeds, the city in Yorkshire, has become well known for having lots of breweries. Oh, fuck it. Oh, stop myself there, 'cause I know what I did.
You can't have lots and lots. You can only have lots.
I'm not doing good, man. I'm not doing good. All right. That was, what, 8 seconds?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
As my esteemed colleague Rasco correctly points out there, Leeds is in fact a city, but within that area there is loads of towns and loads of breweries as well. Leeds' favourite brewery, I say, is it probably the most well-known, is obviously Tetley. Not actually in the city anymore because it got knocked down and moved outside. But Joshua of that brewery founded it in 18 something or rather, a long, long time ago anyway. Nowadays, there's much more modern brewery town activity in Leeds. Northern Monk is one I'm going to talk about a lot because we see many of their beers all over the place in supermarkets and bottle shops from north to south and down this land.
I'm getting walloped on this one, oh dear. Oh well. I don't think I can mathematically win now.
Yes, well, no, because it's best of 6. I'm on 4, no? Phil's saying Phil is saying that I said city twice. I think I might have done Phil. I think I might have got away with it, but I'm not sure. I don't know. I thought I avoided it.
You might have. I should have pulled you up on some hesitation, but I didn't. So
I did elongate my words quite a lot. I will admit that, Bob. So because of timings. What do you?
Okay. You can have it because I kicked your ass last time. You know. I'm gonna let you have it.
Okay. All right then.
Right.
So the next number for you. You can win in the knobhead pour round. Looks like that's a round, Rasco. Knobhead pour is now a round. Yeah. All right, Phil. Fair enough. We'll let you adjudicate in the next round. I think you're probably right. It just didn't get pulled up in time. So let's see what happens on the next round. Number 7. We've just done that one. Number 3, we've already done it. Last time when we did it, we got all 10 numbers out without having to do any repeats. But
we got the ones we selected as well. You know, whenever we our ones that we chose, which is weird.
That's number 1, which is camera.
Oh, right. You're starting with that. I'm going to try and remember my notes, my mental notes of that. I'm going to watch you like a hawk now. This is all to play for.
Phil is watching us like a hawk already, so yeah. So hold on camera.
Phil, much as appreciated, but I've got to pull them up. I appreciate your adjudication, though, man. Maybe we should have had you on the screen, but maybe another time. Eh? Anyway, well, you can play next time, hey?
Yeah,
you know?
Definitely.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Camera is an esteemed organisation of the beer industry formed by enthusiasts of the drink. It stands for the Campaign for Real Ale. Back in the 1970s, somewhere up north, I think in around the Newcastle area, 5 guys got together in a pub with some pints and said, let's sort this situation out. Why don't we form a group, a club, an association, and get everybody to be members, paying their dues, and we can give them advantages and explain how the beer that we're drinking... I didn't want to say beer twice, because I'd already said beer, and I realised I'd fucked that up.
Well done. 40 seconds in. So, right. All the pressure. I'm feeling the pressure. Right. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Go. Camera. Right. Right, here we go.
When you ready?
3, 2, 1, go. Camera, formed in 1974. Wikipedia states it was formed in Ireland, but that doesn't make sense.
No.
And this is a British organisation.
Here's me. A repetition of the word formed.
Oh, fuck this. All right. I was just getting into my stride there.
No, you've learnt a script, though, which is also deviation from gentlemanly conduct.
No, not at all. I've not learned script at all. I'm just very good at this.
Yeah.
It's almost good, except I'm saying formed.
Thank you, Phil. It's confirmed formed twice. So, yeah, I've taken that point.
Okay, you have 11 seconds. Right, 3, 2, 1, go.
One of the best things that Camera does for beer enthusiasts all over the country is organising festivals so that we may go into big halls and purchase pints of our favourite libation.
Oh, you got it.
I nearly said beer twice again. I said beer and I suddenly don't say beer. Don't say beer.
Right, we'll just wait for the VAR, which is Phil. I'm the worst. Hey, go back and watch the episodes beforehand. You know, we did this back in January. You know.
When did we do this? When did we do this last? Was it this year or was it last year?
This year we did it it was the bet. If I lost, I would break my giant dry January.
Oh, that was the end of January, wasn't it? Yeah, so it's up there still on the street. Go and look at our page, and it will be there. You have to scroll down a fair bit, but it will be there. So yeah. But, you know, you can't win them all, Rasco. You can't win them all. Libation is a great word. Thank you, Phil. Yeah, how many different words for beer do you know? I don't know. Beer, libation, drink, tickle. You need a lot of different in this game. Right, so I don't think we've got many left, have we? 1,
no,
2,
you've won.
3.
There's no way I can win.
Okay, well, let's do it for the fun of it, and then we got the knobhead pour round.
Yeah. Go for it. Okay, all right. Well, spin the wheel.
Okay. Trouble is, I'm going to keep spinning the wheel because it's going to Right, here we... Oh, no, number 9, Porter, we did that one. Number 7 keeps coming up, Leeds, the Brewery Town. Oh, there we go, number 8. That's a different one for you. Number 8 is Cannot.
Okay. Whoever wins Knobhead Pour gets a surprise off stream. Interesting. Wonder what that could be. Yes. All right. Okay.
Discord.
Jamie Vardy.
Sorry, I just wanted to do that. I thought it was funny.
Right. So it's my go. My go.
Yeah,
right,
I think it's yours. Yeah.
Okay. And we've got can art on beer. Oh shit. Right. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Can art on beer has become very popular in recent years. Lots of breweries are now finding artists to do work on their circular metal things. They do this a lot and they are happy. It is eye-catching and engaging. It has become a recognized form of expression and art. It makes me feel enlightened, but I can see this instead of going to an art gallery. I just have to pop by my local Freshfield and look at the cans that they have, and I can see anything from political protests to just nothing. Comic books, in fact. Who knows what you're going to get when you go to your local off license and enjoy selecting some can art beer. It largely comes from the craft beer movement, is looking to stand out and be unique from commercial breweries, and that way you will enjoy your beer even more. Yes, yes, yes.
I'm not sure there. I think we're waiting for VIR from Phil, but I think that was probably pretty bloody close. There was a moment there that you tried to find different words for the word can, and you didn't need to because you were allowed the word can. But cylindrical objects is, you got through it. So fair play. Fair play. I think in the real game there's bonus points for doing the whole minute, but I don't know what it does and how that will affect the score. So you've won that one. Playing for pride. You obviously.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Whoever, yes. I feel actually quite relieved. Boy, was that a wing. That was a wing. You must have chose that one to fuck me over.
No, well, I mean, we all look at can art every time. Obviously, I've got a load sitting behind me, so I've got things to talk about. But yeah, no, you can go anywhere with that, really, can't you? You can talk about individual cans, or I don't know. Do you choose beers by can artwork? Do you sometimes think, oh, I want to drink that beer because of how good the can looks?
Yeah, I will admit, there's this one in Lidl I've not brought, but it's kind of like a manga-ish. I quite like my manga Japanese animations, and I keep passing it, and I'm thinking, it catches my eye, if I'm honest. I think, yeah, fuck it, just try it. Unfortunately, it has led to me buying a few dodgy sours, and I'm not too keen on sours. I think Phil's gone, actually, sadly.
I think they didn't adjudicate on that one, but there was nothing to adjudicate, really.
Yeah.
So.
But Lucy says it was pretty solid, thank you. But, yeah, I have brought things just because the can looks cool, if I'm honest. Yeah. Call me vain, call me fickle. I don't care. I like beer. Yourself? I know you've brought things for the name.
Definitely for the name. Not really so much for the can art, but you're right. It does draw me in, and it'll cause me to look at something. I think 1 or 2 I've just done the can art alone. I mean, probably even this one, like the one I said I got from Beerheads, like Trinity. It's really simple. I did the review on it earlier, but it's like. I like the colour, but it's kind of that kind of drew me in. I probably wouldn't say it was totally because of the colour, but yeah, a lot of these, the art causes me to notice the beer. And some breweries that are just kind of fairly dull, they sort of do the opposite. They're like, well, I'm not probably going to look at that too much if I can't see, like, I don't want like masses of art, because some breweries just have like no art, and that's just as intriguing sometimes, you know. So yeah. To a certain extent, it pulls me in, but not necessarily. There's very little I'd buy just because of the art. I don't think. Well, it's more the names. Especially anything called Disco. And if anybody sees any beers called Disco that I haven't tried, let me know.
Yeah. Hint to a certain artist watching. You know, Brick Brewery give commissions to artists, a one-time commission. Hint. Who might have done us a favour recently?
Did you say Beak?
Brick, yeah.
Did you say Beak or Brick?
Brick.
Brick. All right.
Brick.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
That's worth a look.
Yes, hint to that artist. Who has just made some good sales recently, yeah. What's the next one, Disco?
Well, the next one is either we've only got two left. We've got number 6 or number 10. Do you want to choose one, or do you want me to go through the spinny thing?
Spin it.
Because we could be here a while. Oh no, there we go. Number 6. Look.
Right, go. Hit it.
Oh, that's me, isn't it? Number 6. Number 6, yeah. Supermarket beers is number 6.
Ooh.
Which is not a nice subject, to be fair. There's lots of tension there, but I shall try my best. You got the timer?
I'm ready. Okay, you ready?
Not really, but we're going to give it a go anyway.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Supermarket beers is a contentious subject because some people say breweries shouldn't go into supermarkets when they're independent. But I quite like looking around the supermarket for beers, wandering round the aisles of Lidl and up the stores of Sainsbury's, seeing exactly what it is I can find on the shelves. Some people call them shelf turds because they sit there in ambient temperatures, warming up a little bit, when they should really be kept at degrees centigrade, not minus. That's bollocks. That is utter bollocks. I'm stopping myself for deviating from all normal sentence structure.
Yeah.
Well, and then I just think what the fuck I was talking about. Oh, Phil's back. Thank you, Phil. Good. Thanks for coming back. I need a can of beer designed by Banksy. Couldn't give a shit what the beer tastes like.
Fair enough, mate.
Well, that would be the next big thing. And I wouldn't be surprised if Brewdog hadn't tried to get Banksy to design a can label.
Banksy being Banksy probably wouldn't go for Brewdog though. But what do I know? There are some plans for me to design some can art. It's a secret.
Let's go. It's a secret. Don't read that out. Well, I hope those plans come off, Lucy. I think we would love to see your art can coming to us soon. And of course,
yes, please.
We would obviously immediately buy it, recognising your artwork. That's an example of artwork we would definitely buy just for the artwork.
Yes, designs.
Oh, what the Brewdog thing?
Yeah, rubbish. For fuck's sake, rubbish, Disco. Now, the designs are the same. Well, I've lost track of the comments. Designs, same art. So, yeah, okay. Fair enough. Let's go. All right. 34 seconds you did. Well done. Okay, over to me. And supermarket beer. If Banksy did Brewdog, I won't buy it. Oh,
to be fair
enough, then, Phil.
I don't know. Maybe I'm doing Banksy a disservice. Maybe I'm thinking it would cost a lot of money, and it would be somebody like Brewdog that would do it, or maybe Banksy would go, "Fuck you, Brewdog. I'm going to one of the little guys." Doesn't he live in Bristol? So he's got loads of breweries in Bristol we could go and do stuff for. I don't know. I was just surmising. Yeah, I'd agree. That would be pretty shit. So who knows? Who knows? If you know Banksy, give it a shot.
Brewdog's marketing machine would love it, but I don't see Banksy loving it.
That's a fair point.
Involved with Brewdog.
I'm thinking out loud. Go on then, Rasco. What you got? 20 seconds left.
Okay. I've got about 26 seconds left. Okay.
26 seconds on supermarket beers. Take it away, sir.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Supermarket beer. Recently, Cloudwater put in some of this into Tesco, where they gave a platform for Eco Brewery and some others to have a venue where they can be noticed and be bought upon by the general public. Not everyone likes supermarket beer because they feel it should be kept by the independents for people to celebrate their natural ability. Yeah!
I think that one on the watch back, there was a couple of words there, but I couldn't call it. So fair play. You're sneaking up to level it up.
Yes, level up. There we go. Next one.
So that leaves you to start on the final one, number 10, Gate Brewery.
Oh, fuck.
You put that in, not me. I didn't put that in. I was going to talk about that.
Right, and Phil. Oh, big one from Phil, big comment from Phil. I was a massive fan of Brewdog. I can't say a good thing about them anymore. I don't. A single beer produces me a moment. Just my personal taste. Fair enough. Why have you gone off them, Phil? Just let us know in the comments. We're always curious to know why. I very much enjoyed how intense Rasco looks. Anyway, he's talking. Ha ha ha. Thank you, Lucy.
Yeah, no, Phil, that's a good point. We actually put Brewdog as a subject on the last one. I'm sure we talked a load of waffle about it at that point, but I've always been fairly critical of Brewdog, even from the early days, because I didn't really like any of their beers. And as far as I'm aware, I've never drunk Punk IPA. I've certainly never drunk Elvis Juice. I do quite like their stouts because they bring some big, heavy, adjunct-laden stouts. I've only ever been into a Brewdog bar twice, I think, quite a few years apart. I think I was quite drunk the second time, but yeah, I'm not against them. I don't think we're not hating on them. Again, it's like when any company gets too big, you kind of get a bit, a little bit removed from the base that they started from. And let's not forget, they started with a shit ton of money to bung into it anyway, because they came out of like really well-paid jobs and a lot of money. So, but we don't slag Brewdog off. It is what it is, and you like it or you don't. So fair play.
Yeah,
it's worth a comment though.
Fair enough. Yeah, it is. You know, you're all entitled. You know, you're allowed to speak your mind. But it is a populist concept to slag Brewdog off, I find. I try to hold my horses because from doing that, especially on this forum we have. But yeah. All right. Anyway, the next one is Gate Brewery. The fucking hell.
Gate Brewery.
I'm starting that.
You are, sir. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Gate Brewery, based up in Glasgow in Scotland, up north. They largely produce beer. They like to do sours. I believe they are also going to Tesco's in the next couple of weeks. They like to produce a lot of different beers for people to enjoy and they can consume, and they go singing and dancing, which is a tradition up in Scotland. Gate Brewery like to be traditional in some sense of their Scottish roots. They also did a beer called Disco Forklift, I believe, and a few other stouts and other memorable flavours. I like Disco Forklift. I found it in my local Sainsbury's, another supermarket.
I let Scotland, but you've said Disco Forklift twice.
Did I? Oh, fuck, yeah. Punk IPA. Just to catch up, Phil says Punk IPA was the start of everything I tried and regained recently. Shite, and now that their ideas is collabs and haven't linked a single one. Fuck, you got a really long comment there. I am now not a Brewdog hater. I just better breweries out there. I agree with that. There are better breweries out there.
Brewdog. There's other stuff to try.
Traditional. Traditional twice. Yeah. No, I agree. Yeah, no, I largely agree with what you just said there, Phil. Fair play. Isn't it true? Punk IPA used to be different. It used to be like a 6% beer, but then they changed it.
Yeah, again,
I really would like.
I say, I've never actually. I might have had a pint early on, and I definitely had a taster. I had a little taster session in Shoreditch once, and we had halves of everything.
Yeah.
Apart from the stouts, I just didn't enjoy any of their beers, so I've never paid directly for a pint. I just don't like it.
Enough.
Apparently, they keep dropping ABV, probably because cost cutting, getting themselves into supermarkets. They've had to cut a few costs, I guess. I don't know, put less in, get less out.
Who knows?
Make the mark up. I don't know. Because I don't drink it. I can't really comment, I suppose. Although I just did.
Yeah. All right. You've got 16 seconds. Dry Gate Brewery. I'm sure you've got plenty to say. 3. Oh, hang on. 3, 2, 1, go.
I might regret this, but Drygate have got a series of beers in Scotland that are only available in Aldi and also Lidl in that country. But however, hopefully I have a contact in that country who is going... I was about to say Scotland again, and then I realised I was saying that country, so that is a repetition. Don't look so smug, Mr. Rasco.
Pressure, mate. It's pressure. It's pressure. It's pressure. Oh, fuck. We got 3 seconds.
You look so happy with that one, spotting that one. So excited.
Okay, here we go. 3, 2, no, hang on. Oh, fuck. Oh, God.
What?
Pressure, anxiety. Country twice. Yes, we got it.
I nearly said Scotland twice. That's why I said country, and I'd already said it.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Drygate, a brewery which you can. Yeah.
So I think that's like, I don't know. Is that like 5, 6, 4 or something? I don't know. I've lost count.
Yeah, I've lost count. Are we on the bonus round now?
Well, it would appear like it. We've been told we are, and I wouldn't want to disagree with Lucy. So,
no, I wouldn't either. No, fair enough. I did a dickhead manoeuvre. I started drinking this collab beer, the Vintage Festival collab, before I had even finished everything in this can. So yes, I'm now finishing the other half of this can in this glass. So yeah, get in, Rasco. Thank you, Phil.
That was a bit of deviation there, then. You deviated. So I have points for that. So you're all right.
Knobhead pour round. Yeah, all right. Here we go.
Right.
Here we go. I started the last one, so it's down to you.
Me. Okay. All right.
Okay. Throw it. Ready?
No, but yeah. Okay.
No. All right.
Unfortunately, I haven't got a beer ready to pour, so I'm not going to do a little bit pour.
Plenty of archive footage on your brewing, mate. Plenty of archive footage. Anyway, 3, 2, 1, go.
Knobhead pour is where you chuck a beer into a glass far too quickly, and it goes all over the place and comes up with a massive head. Lots of bubbles rising to the top of the glass, and it looks ridiculous because it looks.
Oh, come on! No! Come on! I lit. You actually started. You actually started that with and I thought to let it go.
Yeah, it was more of a large intake of breath, but fair enough. I did fuck that one up.
Yes. Okay.
Absolute knobhead pour of a round. Of me.
Yeah. Here we go. You did 16 seconds. All right. Intense game show music. Yes, that would be cool. Actually, I would have thought.
I haven't got any lined up. I should have lined some up, actually.
Right, here we go. Knobhead pour, a term to describe someone who's poured their beverage badly. In this case, when you pour it, it goes in down and it causes lots of froth. This disintegrates the flavour of the beer. And in that case, you are not enjoying the full flavour of the lush liquid that you have in your glass. And therefore is not in
flavour.
Huh?
Addition of flavour.
Ah!
That was definitely some flavour.
Yeah, I was on a proper blag on that one. Right. All right. Here we go. 20 seconds you got. 20 seconds. All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
The king of knobhead pours is, of course, Rasco himself, because he throws his beer into the glass far too quickly, doesn't think about what he's doing, and he's gagging to buzz me on this one. But it's a simple fact. He just cannot pour a beverage correctly. He's too busy thinking about drinking and talking.
You said correctly twice.
Ah! You knobhead.
Right.
I could see the intense concentration when I said, "Yeah, king of knobhead pours." I'll fucking do that one.
Yeah, fine.
Like I said, you don't even have to tell the truth in this game so much, as long as you don't deviate too far from the truth. You can,
Phil was, really monitoring this game. I don't want to play him on this game. He wiped the floor with us.
I love that. I've just seen the comment. Saying pour twice is allowed, Phil, because it's in the title, but disco flavour and flavour are two different words, like the American spelling and the English spelling without I like that level of detail. I love that. That's brilliant. I will concede on that one, because I did say I did say what did I say twice? I said something twice, so yeah. Can have that one.
Okay, here we go.
Yes,
3
Phil,
seconds.
Drink another beer. If you're going to ask the silly question, you're going to get the answer yes.
Yeah. Right. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Disco chucks his beer into the glass. Yes!
Yeah, knobhead.
Yeah.
Thank you for that round, Lucy.
Oh, thanks, Lucy. That was great. Yeah. Anyway, all right. Always drink another, Phil. Well, you need to help in this game. Hello. Yeah. Well, thanks, Phil.
You do need a lot of help generally, Phil, not just in this game. But thank you for adjudicating and calling us out rightly for absolutely knobhead speaking.
Yeah, nicely done, Rasco. Thank you, Phil. Thank you. Yeah, and I don't think I did not tell the truth. Anyway.
No, full disclosure, I've not seen Rasco knobhead pour anything recently. I don't know, not on camera anyway.
Then there's been a few I have done badly on this show. I will confess to. There's a chapter in said writer who maybe gets mentioned quite a bit in one of his books, and he talks about how to pour correctly and gives a few good diagrams on it. It's called Beer School by Johnny Garrett and Brad Evans. I'm not going to mention the channel because they get far too much attention. Rasco wins by bonus prize. That was fun. Oh, great. That was stupid question I've ever been drinking. And Phil, what are you drinking right now, mate? Come on.
Yeah,
Lucy, are you on the wine tonight?
Stupid question, but if you ask us, do I have another beer, we're always going to say yes, because we're not. But yeah, always yes, even though it's a bad idea. But always drink responsibly, and don't listen to knobheads like that.
Yeah, well,
But yeah, have another beer. I'm having. Have you got another beer?
I do, and talking about can art is from one of my favourite breweries, which I'm going to go up to Manchester on a day trip by myself if I have to, from Pomona Island. It is a dipper. It's called Come See the Duck. I am fucking in love with this brewery so much. I mean, I might even buy a T-shirt of theirs and wear it. They're plain, simple can art. It's usually a colour with something in it, an image of something. I love that brewery. I absolutely, I'm head over heels in love.
Fair play.
I might love them more than Handspatch and Obstay.
Lucy's on the one. Of course, I know that Phil's been drinking for a while because I saw you on John Paul's stream at the LOL pub earlier. So you've been drinking from this afternoon.
I'll be back. I've just got to go to the toilet. And I'll leave my headphones by the door.
Well, I'm in sunny Hampshire. Hampshire, Phil. We're in London, although completely separate parts. I am in the northwest corner of London, and Rasco is down in the south of London. And Lucy says, Lucy's in Kent. So a fair splash across the southeast from the four of us. I haven't been to either Hampshire or Kent for a while. I know there's plenty of breweries in Kent I've got to catch up with. I need to get back down to Hampshire. Used to go Portsmouth a lot. A few good beer trips in Portsmouth. Excuse me, my cat has woken up. Hello, kitty. No, back to sleep. So I'm in northwest London and Rathbone's in south London. And he's back.
Hello. Are you there? Hello?
Yeah, Phil, what are you drinking at the moment? What beer have you got on at the minute, sir? You know Lucy's on the wine. I'm about to crack another beer.
Me too. Right, here we go. So hang on, what's this? It's Simon from Real Ale Craft Beer. He's no longer going to do his live streams.
He says that. What he's basically doing is he's noticed numbers have dropped in the last few weeks, especially in the last week with people going back to pubs, and he reckons it will go. So obviously, if there's not enough people on his stream, he's still doing the daily. He's still doing the daily beer reviews. He's got a live lined up. I think he's sort of going to go quickly lives like with Brewer. Rascal! No head pour! I forgot to say anything. I'm sure it was Adam from Mersey Beer Reviews who coined the term knobhead, or they termed it for him. I'm not sure.
Yeah. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. What couldn't be described in 1 minute, I did in a few seconds. For fuck's sake, just went to get beer shit, holding out my phone, watching it, plugged it, and nearly ripped the socket out of my missus pissing herself. Oh, fair enough. All right, Phil. Nice to know you're doing a great job.
We've got no insurance for that sort of thing, Phil. You can't blame us. It's nothing to do with us. Always drink responsibly. Always Instagram responsibly.
Yes. We are well over the hour and a half mark for the show, so let's drink this up. Congratulations, Disco. You won the game.
Yeah, Phil's drinking Gypsy Hill. I've got one in honor of that last round. I've got a Gate Brewery beer because I've got far too many of them in the stash to drink up. This is a Tiramisu Stout.
Ooh.
Tiramisu Milk Stout, 10% ABV. I think it'd be quite hard to knobhead pour this one because you're not going to get a massive head off it because it's proper boozy. I think I've had this one. I've reviewed this one before. It's proper sweet, proper dessert beer. I've got several of them in the cupboard. Gate Brewery, by the way, was my provided my beer of the year last year. Their double Orinoco 9% milk stout, which is their double version of their core beer Orinoco in bottles. Really enjoyed that because it's proper chocolatey smooth. So Phil, always drink responsibly. Can't say that enough, even if we don't really by cracking out big beers. But 10%.
Oh, this is 8%. No, I agree with Phil. Drink responsibly. If you're driving, don't do an 8% beer and drive, please.
Yeah, that is strong, boozy, like I say, big brown sugars, like a little bit of coffee, lots of chocolatey goodness. I love that hashtag. That's a great one to finish. Drygate do a good range, to be fair. They've been a bit quiet since January because I think they've been sort of scaling down a little bit because they've been getting stuff out to pubs. But they do a good thing on Twitter where they put out a little post each week of what's like lined up, what's being brewed, what's in the canning line, what's ready to be released onto the website. So it's good that they you can catch up with them and find out what they've got on, which has meant that I've ordered quite a lot from them over lockdown. I've got a lot of Drygate boxes sitting in the corner there. They do some good stuff. They got some good stuff coming out as well. Like I was going to say in that just a minute. They got a load of beers in supermarkets at the moment, and they got ones up in Scotland that are only in Scottish supermarkets. Fortunately, I know somebody in Scotland at the moment, and hopefully, if he gets along to Aldi this week, he's going to pick me up a couple of their Disco forklift truck variant. It's called Disco Pogo Stick. So hopefully I'll have some of that down here next week. Lucy's putting her phone on charge. Thank you very much, Lucy, as ever.
Fair enough. Lucy, can you not charge your phone and watch us at the same time? I've got mine charging. Yeah. Phil just said whenever he gets drunk, he likes to handle his kid. What was that?
His baby tarantula. His baby tarantula.
Okay. Okay, Phil. Yeah, sure, man. Okay. Yeah. I'm glad you review.
I'm a big Spider fan, and nor is Rasco by the sound of it, but I understand why. I understand why that is.
Yeah. This dipper, unsurprisingly, it's not the first dipper I've had from them. This is fucking fantastic. I mean, this brewery has the port on my phone is really fully fucked. It doesn't work unless it's on the table. You know what? We wouldn't have this problem if we were on YouTube. But I'm just going to drop that hint. You could just watch this all day and night. But anyway, Lucy, take care. Yes, but Pomona Island. I mean, unsurprising. I'm in love with another beer of theirs. They are the gods and Adonis of beer. You'd even like this dipper, mate. I guarantee you'd like it. Why? It's just so fucking smooth.
Well, I've only just got around to liking. I've only just got around to liking West Coast IPA, so I'm not sure about dippers yet. That's going to test me. But 8% dipper. Nah.
This brewery could get you going on it. I swear to God, mate. They are that good. And that sour, I'm going to look out for. I'm going to personally make an order on their website and get that sour, and I'll get one in for you because that sour, which got a beer of the year recommendation, the first sour ever, do it. We'll get it. Don't do any more Nor head reports. I missed them. Bye. Bye, Lucy. Oh.
Bye, Lucy. Thanks very much. Good to see you on a Saturday night, as always. See you next week.
I'm not going to do any of them in anger. Bastards everywhere. I talk, I walk in the room. Little shits stalk me. Okay, Phil. Oh, okay. Back to this dipper, it is fucking gorgeous. It's got a little bit of bitterness by it, but at the back end of your mouth, it smells tropic. It tastes tropic. It's arguably one of the best dippers I've ever had.
Fair enough.
And I say that because its bitterness isn't overpowering it, and that's not something I personally like. Some people do, and for a dipper, it's not that bitter. Pomona Island, I'm going to be honest. Every single beer so far has been on the mark, and I've had quite a few out of my fresh fields. Absolutely on the fucking mark. The better consistent record than Anne Sebastian Hop Day for me, and that's saying something.
Absolutely. There's a great one. Sour beer should be banned. Never understood funny coloured sour sweet beer. Well, I'm sort of with you, Phil, because I'm not a big fan of sours, and I do say it on the reviews a lot. I do try them though, because some of them, I like the fruity stuff. I do like the fruity stuff again. Adjuncts. It's got like triple fruited, but I don't like anything too sour. I don't understand sour as a flavour. It's an off flavour basically. Something sour, it's kind of off, but sour and bitter go together quite well. So I don't know. I do try them, but yeah, I've got a whole box of sours in the cupboard that I'm trying to palm off on a friend who really loves sours. I've got to drop them off to him next week because I bought too many and I'm not going to drink them. I'm not going to get around to it. I have got an idea with sours. So I've got a bunch of sours in the cupboard that I will drink, but I'm going to do a thing. Well, I say I'm going to. I've got a plan to make beer cocktails. I reckon if you could, like, you get a sour cocktail based on amaretto sour. So I reckon if you put a sour beer with amaretto, you've basically got a beer cocktail.
Okay, that's good. That's an interesting one. Mixing beers is kind of a thing. I know some tap takeovers, they recommend that. Just a few weeks before the first lockdown, which feels like a billion years ago, the Green Dragon, which I've not been into since December, and I'll be queuing up outside on Monday to get into, did a Tiny Rebel tap takeover, and you were mixing the Tiny Rebel beers there. Formbridge, you remember that famous GBBF where they were mixing beers together? It was two beers in one.
Yeah.
So it's it's becoming a thing. And I remember we went to the Craft Beer Co. in Tottenham Court Road, and we did it. You did it. You mixed you made a really spicy beer taste good by mixing some chocolate stuff in it. But generally, Phil, I agree with you. I don't like sours. I really don't. But this sour from Pomona Island was brilliant. What are you saying? Rasco, hello, never read my comments again because what I wrote was completely opposite to what you said. Either you're drunk or I am. What I think both of us are, to be honest, Phil, let's be honest.
I was going to say, I think we both know that that's the case. Definitely Phil is, because he's already told us that he is. But
yeah. But yeah. Yeah. I'm not a fan of sours, but this one Pomona Island has just wow. I drank it on the show, and I want more of that. I want more of that. Be absolutely sure, because that's a life-changing beer, not a beer of the year. That's a life-changing beer.
Fair play. I've yet to fully find a sour that's fully changed my mind on sours. To be fair, like, because we always say about Mad Yank do some good sour beers. Again, I've said to them, and even one had my name on it, the white chocolate and cherry one. It was a good beer for a sour, and I said to him when we talked about it, I'm like, I'm still not 100% sure on that whole sour flavour, but the sweetness of the chocolate and the sweetness of the cherry is definitely a good balance. it was a balanced beer. So that's probably the best sour. Disco Duck.
You're right. Disco Duck is pretty good. I forgot about that one. It is pretty good, and I drank it on this show as well. Actually, in front of Mad Yank, did I? Or not? No, Disco Duck is pretty good, but I've got to be honest. This Pomero Island was a lot better.
Yeah.
And I forget the name of the Pomero Island. It was an imperial cherry thing. Oh fuck. Yeah, well, I'm pretty useful at this point, so yeah, tune in for my critique. Yeah.
I do think you have to have a look at Drygate though. If you're ordering beers like to come on, it's worth having a look on their website, Rasco. I think you'll find a few things. Maybe not on the moment, but in next month when they bring out some more new stuff.
Yeah, we'll do, man.
They've got good value for the delivery as well.
They do a lot of sours, I believe, don't they?
No, you said that in your thing. I don't think they do. They're more. They don't do a lot of sours. They do. They've done one that I can think of, but they're more about. They do a whole range of dessert beers. So there's this one. There's Tiramisu Stout. There's Sticky Toffee Pudding Stout. There's a Christmas pudding stout, which I got in at Christmas and I still haven't reviewed yet. So they do a whole good range of that, and they've got their core range. So their core range is Disco Forklift Truck, the Mango Pale Ale, the Orinoco, the Milk Stout, which is I say one of my favourite milk stouts. They've got a core range lager as well, but they also rotate a whole bunch of small batch beers that they bring out that are really good. I wouldn't say they're particularly known for sours. I can't think what their sour was. The one I had. They're more about the small batch stuff, like the stouts and variations on pale ales.
Fair enough. That's some really good points. And what you love is what you love. I've got nothing more to add to that. I have come across a few Drygates in the art and craft, but they were sounds. But you just can't drink everything. You know, there's too many beers and not enough for us.
Well, that's what I've always said. Yeah, I mean, don't stop me trying, but yeah, you have to realise you can't have it.
And, you know, just saying that one sentence has made me miss GBBF today.
Well, yeah, we shall see what happens coming up on that. But
yeah, hopefully I haven't checked, but hopefully Ealing Beer Festival will be happening.
Yeah,
yeah. I know they're looking to change the date of it, but yeah, let's hope they do. And on that note, I think we've got a show, mate.
absolutely. I say a massive thank you there to Phil Smith for the adjudication on the contest and for the comments and chatting away. Big thanks to Lucy for demanding that we do certain the knobhead pour around and for helping. And everybody else who's looked in and everybody else who looks in after the event, if you're still watching this, hopefully at some point next week when Rasco puts this up on YouTube, we'll be on there as well.
Yes.
So thanks to everybody and just enjoy the beer, really. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, cheers, Phil Smith. You can drink everything, trust me. We'll give it a fucking good go, trust me.
Yeah.
In the meantime, enjoy the beer. Thanks, everybody. Have a great one. Have a good week. See you next week. Believe enough to lose control, Rasco.
Believe enough. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Sure, I've got to do the upload now, haven't I? Fuck, I've got to remember how to do that.
Yeah. It's pretty easy. You just press upload.
Okay. I want to do this. I don't know. Can I put this as the header screen? Oh, no, that doesn't work. Fuck it.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, that's going to piss me off.
I've got to ask John about thumbnails. He was talking about thumbnails earlier. I've got to ask John from Lord's Brewing about thumbnails. He knows all about thumbnails. Anyway, that's enough about that. Thanks to everybody.
Yes.
Bye. Good night.
Wait, I send you all the information you need on thumbnails. Anyway, bye-bye. Yeah, I'm going now.
Guys, cheers, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.